Have you ever felt that beneath the serene poses and gentle breathing of yoga lies a shadow no one dares speak of? A silent, hidden side that the gurus never mention, a darkness quietly woven into its ancient roots? What if I told you that yoga, long celebrated as a path to peace and enlightenment, also harbors dangers that can unsettle your very soul? In this video, we peel back the calm surface to reveal the unseen forces at play within the world of yoga. The subtle traps, the spiritual pitfalls, and the uncomfortable truths about what lies behind the postures and chants. We will explore ancient secrets, question modern myths, and uncover warnings from esoteric traditions rarely shared with the public. Prepare to challenge what you thought you knew. Stay with me as we journey into the mysterious depths of yoga's darker dimension, where light and shadow dance in fragile balance. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. This knowledge is vital, and you don't want to miss the revelations coming next. To understand the hidden shadows within yoga, we must first step back into the mists of time, thousands of years ago, when this practice was born, not as a gentle exercise, but as a profound spiritual discipline rooted in ancient India. Yoga is more than stretching and mindfulness. It is a complex, layered system woven with philosophy, mysticism, and a quest for union with the ultimate reality. The earliest references to yoga appear in the Vedas, sacred texts filled with hymns and rituals, where the concept of connecting the individual self with cosmic consciousness first took shape. But it was the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, written around 200 BCE, that crystallized yoga into an eightfold path, a spiritual roadmap including ethical guidelines, breath control, meditation, and the physical postures known as asanas. Yet, what many modern practitioners don't realize is that Patanjali's yoga was deeply concerned with the control and mastery of the mind, its restless waves and hidden currents. The path aimed to quiet the turbulent mind to achieve samadhi, a state of profound absorption and transcendence. This mastery was not without risk. Ancient teachers warned that unprepared seekers who rushed blindly into advanced practices could unleash forces within themselves they could not control. Esoteric traditions, like Tantra, further complicated the landscape. Tantra embraced the body, desires, and energies often labeled taboo, deliberately working with shadow aspects of existence to transcend duality. Here, yoga was not a peaceful stroll but a challenging initiation, where confronting inner darkness was unavoidable. The misuse or misunderstanding of these teachings could open doors to mental turmoil or spiritual confusion. Fast forward to today's global yoga boom, where the physical aspect dominates and the deeper spiritual warnings are often sidelined. The gurus you see on stage rarely speak of the dangers lurking beneath, the subtle energetic disturbances, psychological disruptions, or spiritual crises some encounter on their path. Understanding yoga's true depth means recognizing it as a powerful spiritual technology, a tool that can heal or harm, depending on how it is approached and by whom. The dark side is not myth, it is an ancient caution whispered through centuries to those who listen beyond the surface. Yoga, at its heart, is a delicate dance with energy, both seen and unseen. The asanas, breathing exercises, pranayama, and meditation act as keys, unlocking channels within the subtle body known as nadis. Through these channels flows prana, the life force. When yoga is practiced correctly, this flow harmonizes the mind, body, and spirit, awakening vitality and clarity. But what if those channels are unprepared for the surge? What if the flow is forced or misguided? Imagine a river redirected abruptly. It floods, carving destructive paths rather than nourishing the land. Similarly, awakening energies prematurely can flood the psyche, stirring shadows long buried beneath consciousness. The Kundalini, the serpent power coiled at the base of the spine, is perhaps yoga's most potent symbol of this energy. Awakening Kundalini is like igniting a fire deep within. When gently kindled by disciplined practice under experienced guidance, it can illuminate the soul. Yet, when unleashed recklessly, it can scorch, leaving devastation in its wake. Many modern yoga teachers emphasize the physical and mental benefits but rarely warn about these energetic storms. Some students, hungry for transformation, rush into advanced pranayama or intense meditation without proper foundation. This can trigger what yogis call Kundalini syndrome, intense psychological upheavals, spontaneous movements, overwhelming sensations, even hallucinations. These experiences are rarely discussed openly. They exist in whispered circles or ancient texts dismissed by the mainstream. The truth is, yoga's path can be treacherous for the unprepared. The mind may unravel, old traumas surface violently, or spiritual crises called dark nights of the soul may descend. Consider the analogy of a seed. If planted in fertile soil and tended carefully, it grows into a beautiful tree. But if forced to sprout in rocky ground, it withers or breaks. Yoga requires fertile ground, mental stability, ethical grounding, and guidance, to bear the fruits of transformation safely. Moreover, yoga's physical postures, while seemingly harmless, can awaken tension and energy blocks. Some practitioners report sudden emotional releases or physical discomforts tied to suppressed memories or energetic imbalances. These are signals from the body-mind system, urging caution and respect. The dark side of yoga is not a horror story to scare beginners but a sober reminder: this ancient art is a sacred technology with immense power to heal and to harm. To navigate it wisely, one must understand the hidden forces beneath the surface. It's crucial to address the nuanced contradictions and shadows often concealed within modern yoga's glittering surface. Today's yoga is a blend, part ancient wisdom, part commercialized fitness, and part spiritual spectacle. This fusion has created openings where the darker aspects quietly creep in. One such shadow is the blind veneration of gurus and spiritual leaders. Throughout history, some revered figures have used their authority to manipulate, control, or exploit disciples. Physically, emotionally, or spiritually. The guru-disciple relationship, when pure, is sacred, but when corrupted, it becomes a doorway to dependency and harm. The esoteric teachings warn us about attachment to any person, idea, or practice. Yoga's purpose is liberation, yet paradoxically, many seekers become entangled in dogma or charismatic leaders, losing their inner compass. This attachment creates energetic bonds that drain autonomy and cloud judgment, creating what is sometimes called spiritual bypassing, using spirituality to avoid real psychological work. Another hidden risk lies in the misuse of pranayama and meditation techniques. Breathing exercises that forcefully manipulate life force without respect for timing or readiness can provoke anxiety, panic, or dissociation. Meditation, while a doorway to profound insight, can also unearth repressed memories or awaken latent psychological wounds, leaving the practitioner vulnerable without proper support. Yoga's ancient texts hint at these perils. The Hatha Yoga Pradipika advises practitioners to proceed with caution, under wise guidance, emphasizing balance and ethical behavior. Yet, in the rush to modernize and popularize yoga, these warnings are often lost. Additionally, the Western embrace of yoga sometimes divorces it from its spiritual context, treating it purely as physical exercise. This creates a fragmented practice that can stir energies without the grounding framework necessary to integrate them. Like a musical instrument out of tune, the energy vibrates discordantly, producing unease rather than harmony. We also must confront the subtle danger of cultural appropriation. When sacred symbols and rituals are taken out of context, their power can be distorted or trivialized, leading to spiritual confusion or disrespect. This dilution erodes yoga's depth and masks its true potential and challenges. In rare but serious cases, people report ongoing spiritual crises, known as spiritual emergency, where the individual's reality fractures. These are moments when the veil between the material and spiritual worlds thins dangerously, requiring experienced guidance to navigate safely. Yoga's dark side is not meant to frighten, but to illuminate the importance of respect, preparation, and inner awareness. It asks us, are you ready to face what lies within? The path demands not only flexibility of body but resilience of mind and soul. Knowing the hidden shadows within yoga is not meant to halt your journey but to guide it with wisdom and care. Here are practical steps to walk this path safely, transforming yoga from a risky gamble into a source of true growth and awakening. First, cultivate awareness before you begin. Reflect on your mental and emotional state. If you are facing unresolved trauma, anxiety, or instability, consider seeking support from qualified mental health professionals before diving into advanced practices. Yoga's power is amplified by your inner readiness. Second, prioritize grounding. Begin every session with simple, stabilizing exercises, like mindful breathing or gentle stretches, that anchor you in your body and present moment. Grounding builds a safe container, allowing the subtle energies to flow without overwhelming your system. Third, seek authentic guidance. Find experienced teachers who honor yoga's spiritual roots and acknowledge its challenges. A good mentor will emphasize ethics, patience, and self-respect over fast results or dramatic experiences. They will encourage you to listen deeply to your body and intuition. Fourth, progress slowly. Avoid rushing into advanced pranayama or intense meditation. Let your practice unfold naturally, respecting your body's signals. If sudden emotional or physical sensations arise, pause and breathe. Remember, true transformation honors timing, not speed. Fifth, embrace self-inquiry alongside physical practice. Reflect on your motivations, fears, and attachments. Journaling, therapy, or contemplative meditation can help integrate experiences and prevent spiritual bypassing. Sixth, cultivate community and support. Share your journey with trustworthy friends or groups who understand the depth of yoga. Isolation can amplify challenges, while connection offers perspective and strength. Lastly, honor the sacredness of the practice. Respect its cultural origins, its ethical codes like yamas and niyamas, and the mystery it holds. Approach yoga with humility, recognizing it as a lifelong path of learning, not a quick fix. By walking this mindful path, you harness yoga's transformative power without falling prey to its hidden shadows. The fire within can warm or burn, choose to tend it with care. Yoga's light is undeniable. It has healed countless bodies and opened many minds. Yet, like all ancient paths, it carries shadows that deserve our respect and understanding. The darkness within yoga is not a curse but a guardian, reminding us that true transformation is sacred, demanding patience, wisdom, and humility. As you continue your journey, remember to honor both light and shadow. Question the teachings, listen to your inner voice, and approach every pose, breath, and meditation with reverence. If this video opened a new door of awareness for you, take a moment now to reflect deeply, and subscribe to join a community dedicated to exploring the hidden truths behind the spiritual paths we walk. Your awakening begins when you face not only the light but the darkness that shapes it.